Good morning. My name is Brandon Soileau, and today we'll be discussing the XYZ Exploration and Production Company Management System Audit Plan. Specifically, we'll be discussing the audit plan for the ANSI Z10 Section 5.2 Education, Training, Awareness, and Competence part of this audit. A quick summary on the company. The XYZ Exploration and Production Company was founded in 1911. They are a multinational independent exploration and production company, and while they do have assets all over the world, today our audit will be focusing specifically on their North American assets, those found in Calgary, Eagle Ford Shale, and the Gulf of Mexico. Why are we doing this audit? Specifically, the management system requirement. It's also an ANSI recommendation as covered in the Section 5.2. There's also a BSEE regulatory requirement as they are part of the company does work in the Gulf of Mexico, and most importantly, to identify company shortcomings. Audit objectives and scope. The objectives for the audit will be to ensure the management system properly defines and assesses occupational health and safety management system's competence for employees and contractors. We're going to want to ensure that ensure the employees and contractors are meeting the minimum training requirements. Again, the scope for this will be field employees of the Eagle Ford Shale, Calgary, and the Gulf of Mexico business units. Criteria for the audit. The company training requirements by craft and experience level. We're going to compare against the current employees training to see if the management system standards are actually being met. We're also going to be taking a look at the company's training matrices, and we're going to be comparing them to applicable regulatory requirements to ensure that they're meeting regulatory requirements. And also we'll be taking a look at current, active, and past XYZ Expro third-party contract bridging documents. We'll be taking a look at these to ensure that the contracting companies are providing the minimum training required for their employees when they're performing work for the XYZ Expro company. Documents involved in this audit. Excuse me. Some of the documents involved in it will be the XYZ Production Company HSE training programs, XYZ training matrices. Obviously, we're going to be looking into these to see if the programs themselves meet the management system requirements, how correctly they are applying these, and if we are meeting the standards that we're set within. And of course, we may need to take a look at regulatory standards as needed. For instance, there are some parts like an offshore setting, and we're going to need operators and other such similar job roles require PSST T2, so we'll need to take a look and make sure that compare that to the two. Location and time frame. The audit will be taking place at XYZ Expro's corporate offices in Katy, Texas, specifically Conference C, from the dates of December 11th to the 11th. The audit team and XYZ liaison. The audit team will consist of Mr. Rhett Leger as well as the team leader, and helping assist Mr. Leger will be George Costanza, Cody Jinks, and Jack D. Myers as supporting roles on the audit team. Our liaison for the company will be Mr. Larry David. You can see his contact info up here. He can be found at extension 8004, and of course you can email him down below. And of course, the audit report, we're going to be incorporating that into the primary management system review report. Again, this is just one small aspect of the total audit of the entire management system. So this part of the audit and our findings from this will fall under the education and training section of that the primary report. Of course, the findings shall be released in conjunction with the primary management system audit report as just discussed. And in conclusion, kind of our end game and what our goals are with this audit, again, are to ensure the XYZ management system meets regulatory requirements and regulations, and that the company is meeting its own standards from that management system. And of course, we're going to provide action items to address any shortcomings that we may come across. And that's about it. Thank you.